Hello, and welcome to Not Boring English. Today's story is called A Rainy Sunday, and it is perfect for learners at the A1 and A2 levels. As you listen, please pause the video to practice the shadowing technique. This means you listen and then repeat after me to improve your pronunciation and fluency. If I speak too fast, you can change the playback speed in the settings to slow down the video. Let's start the story. A rainy Sunday. My name is Anna. Last Sunday, I woke up at 9 o'clock in the morning. I felt good. I was ready for the day. I got out of my warm bed and walked to the window of my bedroom. I like to look outside when I wake up. But when I looked outside, I did not feel happy. I saw big gray clouds in the sky. I saw rain. It was not a little rain. It was a lot of rain. The rain was falling on the cars, on the trees, and on the street. Puddles of water were everywhere. My plan for Sunday was to go to the park. I wanted to walk and enjoy the sun. But I could not do that now. I looked at the rain, and I felt sad. I felt bored. What can I do on a rainy Sunday? I went to the kitchen and made some breakfast. I ate toast, and I drank a cup of tea. While I was eating, I looked out the kitchen window. The rain did not stop. It was still raining, raining, raining. After breakfast, I went to the living room. I sat on the sofa. The sofa is big and comfortable. I thought, what can I do now? I had the whole day, but no plans. First, I decided to watch television. I turned on the TV. I looked for a good movie. I watched one movie for 20 minutes. It was not interesting. I felt very, very bored. So I turned off the television. The room was quiet again. The only sound was the rain outside. Next, I decided to read a book. I have many books. I chose a book with a blue cover. It was a story about adventure. I sat in my favorite chair, and I started to read. I read one page. Then I read another page. The story was okay, but I could not focus. My mind was not on the book. My mind was on the rain in my boring day. I closed the book and put it on the table. I felt restless. I did not want to sit on the sofa. I did not want to sit in my chair. I stood up and walked around my small apartment. I walked from the living room to the kitchen. Then I walked from the kitchen to my bedroom. I felt like I had too much energy, but nothing to do. This is a bad feeling. I looked around my apartment. I saw my closet. The closet door was a little open. My closet was very messy. I had many old things in there. I never had time to clean it. I thought, well, I have a lot of time today. Maybe I can clean my closet. It was not an exciting idea, but it was something to do. So I opened the closet door. It was very full. There were old clothes, old shoes, and many boxes. I started to clean. I took out some old coats. I did not need them. I put them in a bag. I took out some old shoes. I did not wear them anymore. I put them in the same bag. The closet started to look better. It was less full. I could see the back of the closet now. In the very back, behind a big suitcase, I saw something. It was a long, dark case. It was covered in dust. I did not remember this case. What was it? I was curious. I moved the suitcase. The case was heavy. I pulled it out of the closet and into my bedroom. I put it on my bed. I cleaned the dust from the case with my hand. It was a case for a musical instrument. I opened the case. My heart was a little fast. What was inside? Inside, there was a guitar. It was a beautiful, old guitar. It was made of dark brown wood. It had 6 strings. I looked at the guitar for a long time. I remembered something. This was my grandfather's guitar. He loved to play music. When he died a long time ago, my family put his guitar in my closet. I was very young then. I completely forgot about it. I gently took the guitar out of its case. It felt smooth and cool. I sat on my bed and held it in my arms. I touched one of the strings with my finger. It made a quiet sound. Plink. It was a nice sound. I looked inside the case again. Under the guitar, there was a small, old book. The title of the book was How to Play Guitar for Beginners. I smiled. My grandfather left me his guitar and his book. I opened the book. The first page showed how to hold the guitar. I looked at the picture and I held the guitar in the same way. The next page showed the parts of the guitar. I read the names, the body, the neck, the strings. Then I saw the first lesson. It was how to play a chord. A chord is when you play a few notes together. This first chord was called G. The book had a picture. The picture showed where to put my fingers on the strings. I looked at the picture very carefully. I put my left hand fingers on the strings. It felt strange. It was not easy. My fingers did not want to go in the right place. I tried again. I put one finger here and another finger there. Okay, I was ready. With my right hand, I touched all the strings. It made a sound. It was not a good sound. It was a bad sound. Plunk. It did not sound like music. I felt a little disappointed, but I looked at the picture in the book again. I moved my fingers a little bit. I tried a second time. Plunk, plink. A little better, but still not good. I did not stop. I was not bored anymore. I was focused. I wanted to make a good sound. I tried a third time, and a fourth time, and a fifth time. I moved my fingers again and again. Then, on the 10th try, it happened. I touched the strings with my right hand, and the sound was clear. It was a beautiful sound. It was one chord. It was the G chord. It was music. A big smile came on my face. I did it. I played a chord on my grandfather's guitar. I played it again and again. I loved the sound. I looked out the window. The rain had stopped. The sun was starting to come out from behind the clouds. But I did not want to go outside now. I wanted to stay inside with my new friend, the old guitar. I spent the rest of the afternoon with the guitar and the book. I learned another chord. The day was not boring anymore. It was exciting. It was a wonderful day. A rainy Sunday helped me find a new hobby. It helped me find a piece of my family. And it helped me find a new kind of happiness. Comprehension. Questions. Now, I will ask a few questions about the story to check your comprehension. 1. How did the narrator feel at the beginning of the story because of the rain? 2. What did the narrator decide to do because she was bored? 3. What did she find in the back of her closet? Thank you for listening to today's story. I hope you enjoyed it. What do you like to do when it rains? Tell me in the comments below, and please subscribe for more stories to help you learn English. See you next time.